In this next tutorial I'm going to show you how to actually colour your Hoophy. The main colour that we will apply, of course, won't be a colour, it will be the pattern. We'll apply that to the body. However, we will use the colours from within the pattern to colour the rest of the Hoophy, his head, his face, etc, etc. Let's start by applying our favourite pattern to his body. Now you'll notice that on the Hoophy body, if I select it, it also selects the body over here. So if I select the body on the preview Hoophy, it will colour the appropriate part of the net. So in many cases it's easier to apply your colours to the preview Hoophy, and then it will automatically apply them to the relevant parts of the net. So let's try. First of all, I'm going to select the Hoophy's body. This is where I want to apply my pattern. So making sure that the fill preview is at the front, I'm going to select my favourite pattern. There we go. Now at the moment my pattern looks a bit too small, so I can alter that. I'm going to drag my pattern out of the swatches and onto the main screen. I'm going to press shift and scale my pattern up a little bit, then drag it back into the swatches to create a new pattern. Now if I select my Hoophy body and apply my pattern, it's a lot bigger and I'm much more happy with that. The next thing I want to do is colour the different parts of Hoophy. Well, I'm going to use the sample tool, or the eyedropper tool, which we've used before. First of all, let's start by colouring his face in. So I've selected his face, and of course it's selected the face on the net as well. Get my eyedropper tool and sample the pink of this lantern. Brilliant. The next bit I want to colour is his hair, so I'm just going to select his hair. It's selected the hair on the net as well. Get my eyedropper tool and sample, this time, the blue. Fantastic, I really like that. Next I'm going to work on the arms, so I'm going to select the arms, and again it's selected the arms on the net. Get the eyedropper tool, and this time I'm going to perhaps sample the background. Try the pink. No, definitely the background. I like the darkness, the contrast is really good. Again, it's coloured my arms. Now on the cuffs here you'll see there are two greys. We have the dark grey, which ties up with the lace holes and the bottom of the elasticated parts on his jacket, and also we have the darker grey, which I've selected now, and it lines up to the tops of his jacket, the cuffs on his sleeves and his shoes. This part here is inside the body, you won't actually see it, however it will colour that as well. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe blue for this area, and I'm going to team that with pink. That looks really good. Remains only two bits to be coloured. The hands, I'm not going to leave them grey. I'm going to give them, well, let's try black, the dark brown. No, I'm going to sample using the sample tool. I'm going to sample his face. There we go, that looks really good. Now the last bit I'm going to colour are his legs, and again it's grouped with the legs of the net, so let's sample. Yeah, I've tried the black. That's fantastic. I'm really pleased with that. That's what my Hoophy will look like when I build it, roughly. And this is the net that I need to print out now and cut out and glue together in order to achieve that. One final check, just to make sure that I'm not indeed printing black. I'm just going to zoom into the legs, and you can see it's a dark brown colour, and I can clearly see still the fold lines and the cut lines that I will need to cut and fold. If I couldn't see those, it would be very difficult to build the Hoophy accurately. Okay, there's my net ready to print.